The moment the Indian Air Force has been waiting for. The first Rafale fighter aircraft touching down at the Ambala Air Base, opening a new chapter for the IAF's capabilities and bringing an end to a 2-decade-long process to get the French fighter. Earlier today, the Rafales took off from the French Al Dhafra Air Base in the United Arab Emirates. En route, they were greeted by the crew of I.N.S. KOLKATA, the Navy's most powerful destroyer.
Leader, Indian Naval Warship Delta 63. Welcome to the Indian Ocean.
Naval Warship Delta 63, Arrow Leader, many thanks. Most reassuring to have an Indian warship guarding the seas.
Arrow Leader Delta 63. May you touch the sky with glory. Happy landings.
Delta 63, Arrow Leader, wish you fair winds. Happy hunting over and out.
After finally touching down, the jets received this water cannon salute. The 5 Air Force officers flew the jets for over 10 hours from France, stopping overnight at the Al Dhafra Air Base in the United Arab Emirates before flying to India today.
The India-specific enhancements make the Rafale more potent than what it is flying in the French skies today.
The Defence Minister Rajnath Singh was the first to tweet out video of the aircraft over Indian airspace, and the Prime Minister tweeted as well. India has acquired 36 Rafale fighters in a 58,000 crore deal. 2 squadrons of 18 aircraft each will be formed. The Rafale operated by India is a more advanced variant of the fighter France operates. Key to the Rafale are its weapons: the Meteor missile that hits aerial targets farther out than any missile of its class, the SCALP cruise missile which hits ground targets 300 kilometers away, and the Mika air-to-air missile, a versatile weapon system. The Indian Air Force will now integrate its new Rafales with its other fighter aircraft, also integrate it with engineering and logistic support. The goal is simple. These fighters need to be ready when the IAF needs them, and they need to be available for several decades. Vishnu Shom for NDTV.
And the Prime Minister and Defence Minister led those welcoming the Rafale aircraft online, with Rajnath Singh also making a political point, saying that the procurement process was completely transparent and congratulating the Prime Minister for pushing this deal through after decades of it being stalled. He also said that only those should be worried about the Rafale acquisition who were trying to threaten the territorial integrity of our nation. So a dig at both the Congress and China there. But let's leave aside the politics today, Vishnu, because this is really about one, of course, with that Rajnath Singh reference. How will Rafale give us an edge over countries like China and Pakistan? And what does this actually mean for our defense and Air Force capability? Why are Air Force chiefs, ex-Air Force chiefs, and everyone hailing this as a huge day in India's defense acquisition?
Well, this is the most advanced fighter aircraft which was available to India, and India has now acquired 5 of these. Let's talk about China, and let's roll that first video of the Meteor missile. This is what the Rafale comes with. The Meteor missile can actually target Chinese aircraft at 150 kilometers distance. It can destroy Chinese aircraft before they can actually even get close to the Indian aircraft. Therefore, the Indian aircraft is safe while the Chinese aircraft are engaged. Had India had this capability a day after Balakot, the assumption is that many Pakistani F-16s would have been destroyed. Let's talk about the next system, the SCALP. The SCALP is a cruise missile. It can hit targets 300 kilometers away. What this means in the context of China is that an Indian Air Force Rafale taking off from, say, Ambala would fly within Indian airspace, and well within Indian airspace would be able to launch one of these weapons to hit a target deep inside China. The third weapon system is the Mika missile system. The Mika is a very versatile air-to-air missile. You can see it being fired over there. It comes with a radar seeker. It also comes with an infrared seeker. And the reason which makes it very advanced is that it can be fired from a short range to a long range as well, right up to 100 kilometers. It's already in service with the Indian Air Force's Mirages and is the primary weapon system of the Rafales as well. But those were just weapons. Apart from that, the system integration of the Rafale is streets ahead of anything which the Indian Air Force presently operates.